Two Turkish aid ships seized by Israeli forces in May have returned to Turkey. Mavi Marmara and the Definite Y arrived in the Turkish port of Iskenderun after being towed from Haifa. The flotilla was attacked by Israeli commandos in international waters. 9 activists were killed and many more injured during the Israeli assault. The Turkish charity that organized the Gaza-bound flotilla in May says more aid groups are planning to set sail for the Gaza Strip. An American ship, Audacity of Hope, is also moving toward the Gaza Strip. The vessel is to deliver vital supplies to Palestinians under siege in the coming months. All right, joining us now on the telephone is Ken O'Keefe, who's the Chief Managing Director of Aloha Palestine in London. Many thanks, Mr. O'Keefe. Many say the same ship, that is Mavi Marmara, could be used to send another flotilla to Gaza. What signal would that send to Tel Aviv?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? I apologize.
No problem. I'll repeat the question again. The question was, many people are saying that the same ship, that is Mavi Marmara, could be used to send another flotilla to Gaza. What signal could this send to Tel Aviv?
Well, it's absolutely true. We must use that ship and return to Gaza and fulfill our mission, which is to end the blockade. And if we need to defend that ship and the rights of the 800,000 plus children in Gaza, then so be it. But how about if we just enforce the will of the international community and end up breaking this blockade? That ship should certainly be reused again.
Okay, now Israel has refused to lift the siege of Gaza. You know, this is coming despite pressures from the world public opinion and international communities. Why do you think Western governments ignore their people's call to put more pressure on Israel?
Because most all governments are corrupt and they don't really reflect the will of the people. They reflect the interest of a tiny minority who have a disproportionate amount of power in this world. And the only thing that's going to change this world for the better is not the governments, it's we of people, we of conscience, who act and do so intelligently, fearlessly, and with resolve that will end up with the result that we want. It's up to us, it's not up to governments, it's not up to the UN. So we have to keep returning to Gaza until we achieve the mission, which is the complete breaking of the blockade.
Okay, in the same line, Mr. O'Keefe, what do you think is the solution after all? What must be done?
We need to go back in large numbers with more ships. We need to go with absolute resolve. We can agree to disagree on our tactics. Some will use passive resistance. Others will actively resist. I believe we must maintain our moral high ground. And if we must confront Israeli commandos once again, then we do so without killing them, just as we did on the first one. But we have a right to defend ourselves, just as the Palestinian people do. So we should go back. We should go back in force.
All right, many thanks, Mr. Ken O'Keefe, joining us on the phone from London, the Chief Managing Director of Aloha Palestine. I appreciate it, sir.